guys, this is Joy. If you guys have ever wanted to learn how to bartend, or if you wanted to create your own little mini bar at home, these are your most basic tools and techniques that you're gonna need to know to get started. So first we're gonna start off with the jiggers. I personally like to use Japanese jiggers just because I like the length of it, so when you pour into the jigger, it doesn't splash out as much. There are other types of jiggers that you can buy. Bell jigger, which is probably one of the better jiggers to use. I recommend getting a Japanese jigger. The best price, works efficiently. I have the one that has a 2-ounce fill, and this side will fill up to 1 ounce. They have lines inside the jigger, and really all you need is this. So shakers. There are different types of shakers. I'm sure most of you guys have seen the cobbler shaker, but I actually prefer Boston shaker. Is usually just a stainless steel pint glass to shake with it. I like to use the pint glass because you can see all of the ingredients as you're pouring it in. Stirring glass. So this is actually a kind of fancy one if you want to impress your friends, but you could also use a regular pint glass to do your stirring too. You don't really have to have this one. It just looks prettier when you're making a cocktail. So for your stirring glass, you're gonna need a bar spoon. This is what you're gonna use to stir. The back of the spoon up against the sides of the glass. So you're gonna do like a spin like this. Index and middle finger to grab the top of the spoon. And then you're gonna use your ring finger and your pinky finger to grab it on the other side. So you're gonna grab it like this. So your index finger and your middle finger are gonna be used to push the spoon, and then your ring finger and your pinky finger is gonna push it back. So you're pulling in and then pushing back, pulling in, pushing back. It's kind of hard in the beginning, but you'll start to get a feel for it. And the spiral actually helps you spin it a lot. Strainers. So there are a lot of different types of strainers that you're gonna need. Hawthorne strainer. Try to get the one with a coil that's nice and tight. So this is what you're gonna need. This is for pouring after you make your cocktail. You're gonna pour that out. This is your fine strainer. Fruits and pulp that you don't want in your cocktail, you want to strain that all out. This is called a double straining. You strain with the Hawthorne strainer, and then you got your fine strainer, have a double strain. Next, you got your julep strainer. They look like it's like a spoon with like holes in it. Usually you use this for stirring glasses. So once you're done stirring, you can put your strainer in there, pour it out. Next, we got your peelers. This is just a regular wide peeler you could pretty much buy anywhere. If you want to start off bartending, this is all you need. You don't need to get too fancy. So on to muddlers. 3 different types. There's wood muddler, stainless steel, plastic. I recommend maybe a plastic one or a stainless steel one. In my case, it's like plastic, stainless steel. It has some ridges on the muddler. It helps you kind of smash down those ingredients. This one, you got to kind of put effort into it. The ones that are heavy in weight, those are probably the best ones that you could get. Cutting board and paring knife. For cutting boards, you don't really need a big one. You could just use a tiny one, you know, those tiny small ones. And then you're also gonna need a paring knife. Just any small paring knife will do. So now that you know the tools that you're gonna need, we are gonna move on to mixing ingredients. So when mixing ingredients, you want to mix it in the smaller of 2 vessels. That way you know that you're not gonna overflow it when you're shaking it. When you pour it, it won't overflow. So when you're ready to shake, you want to make sure that it's nice and tight. Pop it in there. The way you hold it is you get your index and your middle finger and your ring finger, pinky finger. That way you're holding both of the shakers. You could use your other hand to secure it so that it doesn't pop out. You want to shake it backwards, because just in case it pops off, spill behind you, on you, and not them. When you're shaking, you want to hear that ice moving around. So you want it to kind of like... When it's nice and frosted like that, you're gonna pop it open. You see the angle of the shaker? You gotta think of it as a face. So front of the face, the nose. And this will be the back of the head, cheek area. So you wanna smack that cheek, right? You wanna slap it. And now garnishes. I'm gonna show you a few basic ones. Start off with the lemon in half. You want to cut the inside of your lemon. You have a wedge, and I cut the middle. Put it onto your glass. Okay, now to make a wheel, so you want to cut it maybe not too thin, not too thick, something like that, or close to that. So that slit is also going to help keep it onto the rim of the glass. Now to make a peel. Get your peeler, put your finger, hold that piece. That way you don't slice yourself as easy, like. So that's what your peel is going to look like. Give it like a diagonal cut, something like that. Now I'm sure you guys have seen this before. really cool trick that you could impress your friends with. So you want to get the oils from the pores of your orange or lemon. If you get a lighter, warm up the oils on the pores. So when you want to get the oils on the rim of the glass, you want to hold your peel. You're going to squeeze it and you're going to see all the oils disperse out. So you're aiming in the inside of the rim, so when they're drinking their drink, they smell it and taste it as they're drinking their drink. And with the leftover oils, rub it all around the rim of the glass. And when you're done, you just twist it, and then you could just place it on top, like that. So cucumbers, you could cut them in many different ways, but the one I want to show you today is just your basic peel. By cutting off the skin, just to get a nice pretty piece. A garnish pick, you're gonna kind of weave your cucumber. You get this cute little wavy thing. Last but not least, pouring and measuring. So when buying pour spouts, the stainless steel ones are the best. You could actually take the rubber off and wash it too. When you hold the bottle when you're pouring, you want to put your index finger and hold it down like so. You want to flip the bottle all the way upside down. Like you want to do it like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 ounce. If you want to do a 1.5 ounce, I usually count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So start off by practicing with 1 ounce count and a 1.5 ounce count. It will save so much time and you'll look super cool in front of your friends. Hopefully this was helpful for you beginner bartenders out there. Like with anything, just takes practice. So pour up guys. Happy bartending.